best Game & Watch that shows up to our tournaments. All around solid dude, great player. He was actually the winner of the last chance qualifier for the summer circuit finale. And we're just going to jump right into this thing. Let's get this train running. And Default, also a man who needs no introductions. One of the best Samus players online. One of the best Samus players in his local scene, being the best one in the whole state of Louisiana. So you guys are going to be seeing a very dynamite set, and I'm so happy to be here for you guys. It's going to be my pleasure to commentate it. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a very volatile matchup for Samus. Samus doesn't have the best disadvantage state in the game, which Game & Watch really tends to thrive off of. You'll see Default taking a back seat, trying to use more projectiles and Zairs and Fairs to try to, get some good chip damage on Monteant. Monteant's just been able to get a couple of good hits in. I mean, you want to talk about chip damage. That up B out of shield really provides a lot of pressure up close for Monteant, and he's getting some pretty nasty Build-A-Bear combos right now, getting a little bit of extra damage put on the board. And Default kind of shooting his projectiles and landing them, honestly, against a character who really doesn't need to be hit by them. But the up smash is going to come through from Monteant, going to catch that landing from Default, and it's going to ultimately take that first stock. Great ledge trap there from Default, though. He's going to take it right back. The jump bomb to charge up at ledge is a very powerful option that I use to play a little bit whenever I play this game. And it's no surprise we're seeing Default using the same powerful option, especially against a character who's super light. But as we saw, this character does have a reflector that absorbs energy-based projectiles and can dish it back with quite a significant margin of boosted power. And he was able to toss it out there and get rid of Default's second stock at about 30% there. Dude, that's a pretty good bucket there. If I sound a little flustered, I'm sorry. It's because I am. I'm not used to having no one to bounce off of on commentary. But, I'll do my best for you guys because I love you. I love all you guys. So, Homeboy here is trying to recover. The bacon from Monteant, one of his favorite things to apply some extra damage, which you really love to see the bacon work out. I think that's a move that a lot of people like, especially when they're not playing against it. Monteant has a stock he's a stock lead right now. One more decent hit like that one from Default is going to ultimately take that stock. But Monteant is going to be trying to put a little bit of extra damage on, get him up to kill percent. And I'm pretty sure that's a full bucket. He was able to absorb the explosion from the bomb, and it's going to come through. One frame later, after getting hit by that bucket, Default was finding himself in the blast zone. So Monteant takes the first game of the set, and honestly, Default was playing that pretty well. The thing is, he just got a little bit too projectile heavy, and Monteant was able to absorb his projectiles and spit it right back out at him with the force of a very, very pissed off dragon. So, not that Samus hasn't dealt with dragons before in her line of work, but the thing is, I don't think she was able to deal with a little dude with a flag and a hammer that could also have a bucket, I guess. I don't know, dude. Mr. Game & Watch is weird, but that's why a lot of people love him so much. One thing I'm very interested to see is Monteant down smashing. I haven't seen too much of him abusing that move up close against Default this set, but I mean, honestly, he's been doing very well. But let's talk about what Default has to do. I think what Default has to do in order to secure a decent position back in this match is he needs to not get his projectiles caught. Easier said than done, especially if you get a read. But if you're able to use a projectile point blank on the stream died, so I can't see what's going on. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, no worries. Thanks, buddy. So anyway, as I was saying, what Default would need to do is he needs to shoot from a more point-blank range when Monteant isn't expecting him to shoot, so he can't absorb it with the bucket. And I think that is going to be the key to his success. So let's get back into this thing. Going to be staying on PS2. No surprise there. Everyone's favorite stage, except for the person that I cast for on Saturdays. He hates the stage. I don't understand it because he really gives vague reasons. But, you know, I think everybody else who plays this game really loves it. So a pretty slow start compared to what we saw last time. I think Default's trying to, you know, stay away from Monteant and not get caught up into these combos. But the only damage he's been able to get was an up B out of shield, whereas Monteant's been able to do a little bit more damage and keep Default on the back burner for the majority of this match. A good trade there. Going to be taking one of the latter hits of Nair, getting knocked up, but he trades with a missile, so that's very good damage. And just like that, we have a percent lead shift. And very good ledge trapping there. Notice that he didn't have a regrab, and he was able to, you know, keep Monteant at the ledge and take him apart after one bad option. Getting a little bit of extra damage on with that charge shot. There was the down smash. Didn't connect the sweet spot. Didn't connect the sweet spot that time either, but he was off stage. And the spike comes through. Default. Beautiful reversal there. Monteant not happy after that one. He's throwing out bombs too. Whenever you can throw bombs at Samus, do it. Because it works sometimes. So Monteant gonna reflect that bomb. He's not gonna get any absorption in his bucket. The back throw comes through. Monteant gonna try to back air. No. Default avoids. He's denying him. Good jump there from him. Default doing a lot better job spacing him out, mixing him up, not getting too caught up in his motions and his pressure. And he's kind of doing his own style here, not really relying on combos. You really can't against Mr. Game & Watch. He's a character with a lot of combo breakers. He's doing a very good job. The bucket has not been filled yet. And that's very good restraint from Default, who was really liking the charge shot as an option there. And he's forcing Monteant to shield it as opposed to absorbing it. And that's something that you really like to see. But the bomb is going to catch that grab. Monteant avoids it as well. So very good kill option from him. So we're going to be seeing my friend Default try to take this stock before he takes any big combo damage from Monteant. And he's doing a very good job, you know, just playing defense, keeping away, not letting Monteant get a good combo game going. I don't know what he was trying to do with that grab, but he does end up getting a little bit closer to Monteant with no options to escape, and he gets grabbed. A good 60% combo from Monteant, and it's still going. Not a single hit has been delivered since Default started taking damage. And the Nair is going to come through and kill. However, 87% on Default. A down smash to forward smash combo probably will take the stock from any position on the stage at this point. So Default's going to have to be very careful. But he's kind of playing a little bit pedal to the metal, getting some damage on Default, or excuse me, on Monteant. And very good, like 50 or so percent with 100% on his stock. He can live for a little bit if he just doesn't take any major damage. 67% on the board, 81. That damage is slowly building. Monteant really, this looks like the reverse of what was happening last game. Default with a 100% on his second stock. Monteant bleeding and battered on his last stock. And it's the position where any big hit could shift the tide of this match, but the up throw with the boosted rage might not have mattered against one of the later characters in the game, but still going to come through and make Monteant not be able to survive that up throw. Very good adaptation from Default there, and the set is now tied at 1 apiece. Hey chat, how you guys doing? It's a beautiful Friday night. I'm glad you guys are here spending the night with me over here on commentary. I might be getting a co-commentator soon. Isn't that cool? He might be coming through, but we still have to see, because it was just kind of out of the blue that I was asking him to help out. So let me take a sip of water. No, actually, let me just go ahead in the chat and use the points myself so that you guys don't feel like you need to wait yours. All right, there we go. I'm going to take a sip of water. That's refreshing. Thanks, Jamin. Shout out to our tech crew here for making the stream look good, catching the back end of that sip so you guys know I wasn't lying to you. I don't lie to my friends. But if you're a jerk, that's fair game, bro. Just kidding. I don't recommend that in any capacity. But we're going to be starting game 3 on FD. And already 60% up on the board on Monteant. And Default has gone out cruising. And the down smash going to come through. Take that stock at like 70% off of a charge on the back hit of it, which is the stronger one for those of you who don't know. Very hard to time. I usually go for the first hit of it myself, but the second one going to come through, take that stock, and now Default is getting comboed himself, taking 92% on his first stock, 100%, trying to get back airs, and the up smash, he got a read too. It's anyone's game at this point. A minute into the match, excuse me, what happens when you drink too fast, and both these guys are going to be trading blows, trying to keep it as close as possible for the two of them. Now, the first couple games, we saw, two stock victories coming out for both guys. Actually, I think the first game might have been a one-stock situation, but Monteant was looking pretty solid for the whole time. I am curious to see if it's going to be staying, last hit for the majority of this set, but right now, Monteant making a compelling case against that as he's taken a pretty commanding lead. The spike going to come through, not going to kill, though, because Monteant was only at 20 or so percent. But I think at this percent it would kill. Landing a spike on Game & Watch is very difficult because of that very good up B. It's fast, has a little bit of iframes, and the whole rise of it is a hurt box. Or a hitbox. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm getting that thing stuff. School just started and my brain's already mush. It's week 1, dude. I don't know what I can do. So anyway, both these guys at pretty high percent for their respective weight classes. I don't know how much more Default could survive against Game & Watch, but the Game & Watch pretty late as well. I don't know how much he'll be able to survive against Default. Default was going for the true combo, not quite at the percent where Baby Charge to dash attack will always connect. Oh, but a good parry, and the up B is going to catch him anyway, because he decided to roll out of a parry. I don't know what you're doing, my man. Not that I'd be better, but the forward air going to come through. And it is last stock right now. If Default can't take 2 of Monteant's, he will not be seeing winner semis from the winner's side. Well, I mean, at all, if you ask me. A good forward air to down tilt. Gonna deal some damage, but not quite gonna kill just yet. The Zaire gonna come through, dealing an extra 5. Monteant trying to recover, doing a very good job. Default can't get a good hit on him, and just like that, he is in the jaws of a combo from Monteant. Good forward there to come through. Oh my gosh, these guys, this is very tense. The dash attack gonna come through, and it's gonna take that stock. Last stock for both of these gentlemen here. What can Default do to bring this game back and make it a little bit closer? A missed grab probably doesn't help. I think he's got to be thanking himself that he only got the weak spot of down smash. The bucket has 2 notches on it, 1 more, and you know what happens. Default trying to space out, running through that bomb. Down smash, not going to be a huge combo into the berry. Default trying his best, trying to take a hit. Can't quite get the trade-off that he's looking for. The up air going to come through. Down air, and that's it. Bad DI on the part of Default. Monteant is going to take that set 2-1, and he will be finding himself in winners semifinals.